Hello, my beautiful friends. This is Rachel Archelaus. And over the weekend, I got to hang out with Grammy winners and award-winning musicians from all over the world at the ZMR Awards, which is like the New Age Grammys. And I would really love to share some of that with you because I know it can help. It was really incredible to hang out with people who are holding themselves in that high vibration and also allowing their expression to be such a big part of their life. So definitely stay tuned. There's going to be so much awesome material in this video. I feel really jazzed about being able to be performing myself at the ZMR Awards. I was the first visual artist to ever be on stage, and I was an accessory to the amazingly talented Jennifer Zulli, who last year was nominated for Best Vocal Album. She was asked to perform this year, and she brought me and Casey Dixon, a didgeridoo and indigenous percussionist extraordinaire, along, and we got to support her along with Paul Avgerinos, who won the Grammy this year for Best New Age Album. So we were all on stage together. It was amazing. I got to channel the music and the energy in the room into art. I made 4 drawings, and it was amazing for me to be able to do my work alongside other amazing artists and really be recognized for the contribution that I make in the world. It was fantastic. A lot of people were really interested in hearing more afterwards. They were commenting on the colors and what was happening and what does it feel like to do that. So being an intuitive artist, there's no bounds to what you can do and where you can go with it. Some other artists that I really love actually asked me to do a drawing for them. So I'm just blessed and excited to really share myself in that way and be in front of those people. So don't ever limit yourself. Lesson 1, don't limit yourself to the applications you think will work, right? You have no idea. And I want to tell you the quick story of how I met Jennifer so that you can see you never want to judge your intuition because it's steering you in that direction for a bigger reason. I always say to you guys, you have no idea how good it can be. 3 years ago, I was looking in the paper for an office space. I was still living in Southbury, Connecticut. I was still seeing clients in my studio on the second floor of where I lived, and I wanted to see if I could get an office in town. And Jennifer hadn't really opened yet her healing center in Newtown, Connecticut called Sound. And I saw this ad in the local paper for a part-time office. I called her, and she was insistent that I met her that day. She was actually kind of bossy, and I didn't really like her at first because she kept saying, no, come down now, come meet me now, I know this is perfect for you. She heard about what I did as an intuitive artist, and she knew I'd be perfect for the center. And so I met her, we gelled. I really couldn't even afford it at the time, but I took it anyway because she was so welcoming, and she told me that I fit in there. And at that time, I really didn't think I fit in anywhere. I don't know if you can relate to that, but she just made me feel so at home. So I stayed for 2 years, and even after I really stopped using my office and I did most of my work online, I still paid my rent because my intuition said, just keep going, just keep going, just keep going. And so I did. And that's really the center where I ended up teaching the psychic development classes, the intuitive art classes, and everything worked out beautifully, obviously. And now we're here, and we have plans to teach all over the country, even the world next year, and do some bigger classes and retreats. So follow your intuition. I didn't think I was ready for the office. I didn't think I could afford the office. I didn't use the office after a year, and I still paid for it anyway because my intuition told me to keep going. And there were reasons why that whole time. Now, we're just at the beginning still. I still don't know how good it's going to be. The same is true for you. I say intuition trumps logic. I was in the green room, and I got to overhear this. One person who had just performed felt really lousy, like was beating themselves up, being really critical, and not really able to feel the amazing grace that came out of the performance and the praise that everyone was giving them. I see this all the time with people that I work with, students, clients, everybody, right? Even me sometimes. We don't allow ourselves to feel our own greatness. We don't allow ourselves to own our talent. And the person talking to this person who wasn't feeling it was like, look, this is your dharma. This is your gift to the world. It's not helping anyone or you by not owning it. It's not helping you to be, pushing away the praise, because then you don't feel full. You don't feel like sharing it. Because really, don't you have to be really full and inspired in order to feel like sharing? Right? Otherwise, if you're too self-critical, it's like you create a cage around yourself and you don't want to share because you don't think it's good enough. And so this conversation between the one who just performed and the one who won a Grammy this year and knows about owning talent and owning who you are was just saying, look, you're not doing a service to anyone by not owning it, by not allowing yourself to feel good about it. And I just wanted to really pass that along to you because, gosh, can't we all benefit from being a little bit more full of ourselves? We're not even talking about ego or inflation or bravado or anything like that. We're just talking about you have the right to fill your cup. You have the right to know who you are or not know who you are and have that be okay. We all have something to give, and whether you know it or not, whether you know what it is or not, doesn't matter. It's just you. You, when you're full, you give without even knowing. And that's really the point that I took away from that and that you can take away from that as well, is that your preferences matter, your happiness matters, your inspiration matters, everything about you matters. And when you give away pieces of that to criticism and other people and institutions and all those other things that really shouldn't apply to you, you deplete yourself and you stop yourself from giving your gift. So, that's a big one. That's a really, really big one. You matter to the tiniest fraction of a degree, the tiniest little decisions that you're making. Make sure they make you happy, or they're for your highest good, even if in the moment you're kind of delaying gratification. That's okay too, but you just want to make sure it's for your highest good. So if you are a service provider or you want to start your new career, I've got this great workshop, The 4 Elements of Abundance for Intuitive Creatives. And it just talks about the structure that you need to have in place, the structure that you need to align to in order to really create a solid foundation for creating abundance in your life. It's really great, and it'll even help you create your own map to abundance, right? Because everyone's is going to be different, and we're using intuitive art for that. So even if you don't know intuitive art, sign up, because you'll see there's a little quick study page that will get you up to speed. But that webinar is really great. It'll show you the 4 elements that you need to align to create abundance and help you create your own personalized map. So definitely sign up for that. Bonus lesson. I got to see how these people hold themselves, because they're the best in the world at what they do. Some of them have been on the same stage as Beyonce and Lady Gaga, right, at the actual Grammy Awards. And I just think that's so cool. And I often wonder, how does one of that caliber, that kind of artist, hold themselves? How do they hold their energy? And from watching and sitting with these people for the weekend, I got to really feel it. It's like they're still a little self-conscious, they're still a little nervous, right? But they let their expression be the guide. They follow through anyway. Like, there were some really crazy sets that went on in the performances, and a lot of risk-taking, a lot of putting themselves out there, trying new things. and they were letting their inspiration lead them. I think that's really the key. They own themselves, they fill themselves up, they're not walking around with their head down. And I think really what I learned is that it's not about ego, but it's not about giving yourself away. You've got to own it. You've got to hold yourself in that high vibration all the time, because that's who you are and that's what you deserve. So, all right, that is it. That is the final wrap up. I love you guys. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye. Thank you so much for watching. If you're new to intuitive art and you've never done it with me, go to intuitiveartacademy.com for your free class. You'll learn how to have a conversation with your higher self in 3 easy steps. That's intuitiveartacademy.com. And if you're already a pro or you've done the free class and you want to learn more about creating abundance from your purpose, go to workyourpurpose.com and you'll watch a free video series all about what it takes to create a purposeful income from doing what you love. All right, enjoy, and I will see you later. Bye-bye.